students, welcome to my space. It's your favorite science tutor, Okorosa Ernest. In today's video, we shall be looking at a question on the board on the topic periodic table. And it says, lanthanides and actinides are located in which block of the periodic table? And this question is from JAM 2023. We are provided with a series of options A to D. Now, before we respond to this question, it is vital we understand the basics of the periodic table. Now, looking at the board, we have the rough structure of the periodic table. Now, the periodic table consists of groups and periods. We have 7 for the groups, we have 8 groups. For the periods, we have 7 periods. The periods are located horizontally. The groups are located vertically. So in essence, we have 7 horizontal rows, we call the periods, and 8 vertical columns, we call the groups. So the periodic table consists of 7 horizontal rows, we call periods. The periods are the horizontal rows. Moving this way, we have 7 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then for the groups, we have 8 vertical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 vertical rows. 8 vertical columns, rather, 8 vertical columns we call the groups. So we have 8 groups from group 1 to 7 and 0. Now, group 1 elements are metals. Group 1 elements are known as metals. They are called alkali metals. They are known as alkali metals. Alkali metals. Group 2 elements are called alkaline earth metals. Now, moving across the period, we have group 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then 0. Group 7 elements, we call them the halogens. Halogens. While the group 0 elements that fall in this group, we call them the rare gases. They are the rare or inert or the noble gases. Now, in answering our question, lanthanides and actinides are located in which block of the periodic table? Now, we have 4 blocks in the periodic table based on orbital. Orbitals, we know they are regions of space where electrons can be found 90% at a time. Now, we have the S block. The S represents sharp. The P represents principal. The D represents diffused, and the F represents fundamental. These are their meaning. Now, the group 1 and 2 elements, they are metals in nature. So elements that occupy group 1, they have 1 valence electron in the outermost shell. Group 2, they have 2 valence electrons in the outermost shell. Now, group 1 and 2 elements, they are known as the S block elements. Take note. They are known as the S block elements. Group 1 and 2 elements. S block elements. Group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 0. That means from group 3 to group 7 and 0, we call them the P block elements. They are known as the P block elements. The reason is because they contain the P electrons in addition to the S electrons. So we have SP. Now, moving from across the period, between group 2 and group 3, we have the D block elements. The D block elements are found between group 2 and group 3. Between group 2 and group 3, we have D block elements. And then moving along period 6 and 7, still between group 2 and group 3, along period 6 and 7, we have special categories of elements that begins from the lanthanides. We call them the lanthanides and actinide series. They are also known as the inner transition element. It begins from lanthanum and ends as glutathione. Now, the group, the lanthanides and the actinides, also known as the inner transition element, we call them the F block elements. The F block elements. They are found in between groups 2 and group 3 along period 6 and 7. So, if I'm to choose an option, we will go for option C. So that is our answer for this question. Lanthanides and actinides, they belong to the F block element. So we have the S, P, D, F. S block with 1 and 2, P block group 3 to 7 and 0, D block in between group 2 and group 3, we call them the transition elements. And then F block in between group 2 and group 3 and along period 6 and 7, we have the F block. So that answers the question. I'm sure this is clear to us. A basic knowledge of the periodic table helps us in as much as we have the alphabets, the letters of the alphabets. It is also important that the periodic table represents the alphabet of the universe. Thank you for watching. I'm sure this is clear. See you for the next question. Don't forget, if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe to my channel. And for my returning subscribers, I want to say a big thank you for always showing up. See you next time. Bye for now.